Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. Welcome to Because Bitcoin's Market Check. There is no second best daily live stream breaking down markets for you guys. We do have Powell today. We do have FOMC today. I thought Ben Cowan had something that he said yesterday that was really funny. This is the most important FOMC of our lives until the next one. Until the next one. That is kind of just how we have to approach these macro events until we see something that really materially changes about the way that these markets are functioning, right? And so far it seems like we have a bit of a theme, right? It's a green morning. We have rips across the board here into FOMC. You have Bitcoin popping into that high time frame resistance at 35K, that monthly FVG. Right now, it looks like we're being spat out after sweeping those two highs. It's a bit of a shallow sweep, so I'm not necessarily just going to call a top on it yet. We could get some shenanigans today. That should go without saying, right? I mean, that is something that we usually expect to see on these FOMC days, whether that was the liquidity run or whether it comes later in the day. Certainly expecting a bit of volatility over the next 24 to 48 hours. That seems probably pretty likely, right? The S&P as well, giving a bit of a rip here off the open, coming into 42.20, 42.30. This was a level that we were discussing yesterday, was definitely a possibility. We're coming into this level. I think if you're a bull, you really want to see this level, start to show acceptance above in order to get bullish for a potential Christmas rally, a potential end of year rally, a pause rally, as we've been talking about on the show for a few weeks now. But yeah, no, I think that is all to say that, in the same way that it was kind of put up or shut up time at support about a week ago, it's probably put up or shut up time right about now as we head conveniently into Powell. Very interested to see what he has to say today, especially in light of, kind of everything, not just that's what's been happening in the market, right? Like the bond market, but also, probably some of these more macro significant markets, like, the bond market, the dollar, if there's any commentary on things like that, possibly the TGA. I know Janet Yellen made an announcement today, as well as, anything possibly related to the war. We don't know how that, might potentially impact the Fed going forward. All that and a bunch of charts, right? I mean, that's why you guys are here, of course, as well. Hopefully we get some great actionable trading information for you as well. But we appreciate you all for being here, of course. And, if you like being here, we love if you could hit the like and subscribe button before we get started. But without further ado, guys, let's go ahead and dive right in. Max, Tucker, what are you guys seeing in the markets, and how are you expecting FOMC to kind of play out today?
Man, look at that. Oof, that's ugly. That is ugly, guys. Yeah, I don't love to see that, but I'm thinking that we see a reversal across the board today. So we've got, I'm gonna put 4 screens on here actually. Hang on. This is gonna get advanced, guys. I'm thinking we see a full reversal from what we're seeing in the morning. So we got this, and we got this. Let's just do TLT. And let's do Dixie. Okay, so actually, I don't even know how to interpret that one, but basically, we got TLT green, we got Bitcoin red. We got the S&P. We have the S&P pretty green. And let's drop the dollar down. We got the dollar. Wow, that's actually new. It was green. I'm not even going to say anything about that. But I'm thinking we get a full reversal, right? I'm thinking Bitcoin goes green. I'm thinking this S&P red. TLT probably red after he pauses. Well, I don't know. It depends on what he says. Maybe it is setting up for a ripper because it's down so much. But this actually should continue. I'm thinking the dollar should continue lower, actually. So I hadn't checked hit until just now. It has been selling off pretty hard. So probably, where is this? No, not really any relief. Yeah, so I don't know. Thinking a pause out of Powell, thinking a reversal. Bitcoin cannot get rejected from 35K again. It can't happen. Needs to break through, or we're probably going lower because you know, you risk the BART if you can't break, or at least hold, right? I mean, we are holding fine, right? We are where's the thing? Yeah. We're holding fine, but I don't know. This is a thin move. There's a lot of liquidity down here. A lot of people getting long. I would like it to hold right here. I'll tell you what, but yeah, no, that's that's what I'm thinking. Interesting moves in the bond market too. But yeah, what are you thinking for this afternoon, Max?
I could see us moving down a little bit more from here. You have to anticipate absolute buffoonery on FOMC day.
Mm-hmm.
So if you are trading, if you are actively trading, if you're in leverage positions, you got to be careful with your stops, because they typically just destroy everybody, man. They just destroy everybody. Look at what's happening right now. I think we could maybe puke a little bit more. But yeah, I mean, I'm not really that excited about positioning beforehand. I mean, I've got some positions already, right? I've got some spot positions I'm hanging out in, but I really don't feel pressured to size into anything or really even take any cracks at it right now, just because I don't trust it. It's like the TA could be there, the sentiment could be there, the trade might be there, but at the same time, you have to be able to trust the trade. And I don't feel as though I'm in a mindset, seeing what we've just seen for crypto, to enter a position and trust that it's going to behave somewhat normally. All right. So, my advice to myself is just hang out. I don't think there's any rush here. My base case for Bitcoin largely has been we're going to range up here between 33 and 38K for the next, let's say probably 30 days at least. And that's a big range, right? There's a lot of opportunities in there, but I don't really think that Bitcoin is going to just teleport to 50K from here. I think we're going to range and establish value, and I think we're working on doing that. So maybe we take out some of these lows. I don't think you're going to get that perfect retest of like 32K either. I think it's going to be front ran, but that's the level I'm interested in for sure. But I'm really just getting my accounts ready to act after or during FOMC, because being positioned beforehand is just annoying, for lack of a better term. But yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking with crypto.
You know what is such a lame, limp asset this morning? Not just Bitcoin, Ethereum, man. I mean, that thing is.
Yeah.
I'm so disappointed by ETH. I thought it could reach. Surely you would expect it to run those stops at some point.
Yeah, I mean, hey, just because it hasn't happened yet doesn't mean that it won't. But I'd say one of my bigger regrets for the past 3 weeks has been being more sized into ETH than Sol, man. That was an easy one. I definitely played Sol, but could have done better. Definitely could have done better. Sol just ripped, man. You love to see it though. Like, you just absolutely love to see that.
Yeah, let's take a look at Sol, Tucker.
You want to look at Sol, man?
Yeah, let's look at Sol, because I think we are getting into a level here on the high time frame where it's unironically time to start paying attention. You got to love that meme.
It is.
Yeah.
We swept that. We swept this real nicely, right? You wonder if it's one of those things where it's the SZ drawing. One of those.
Deviation, bro.
Deviation, bro? Question mark? Yeah.
I do think early shorts are going to get smacked in the mouth on this one.
Yeah.
I think that the sweep of this sweep is going to be if you are looking to short it, is probably going to be a higher probability short than this one.
Well, a sweep of the sweep. I like it. So maybe oh my God, everybody get short. Boom, boom. There it is. Yeah.
I would like to see, because people are shorting Sol. I mean, I hate the like whole phrase hated rally, but I do think that it's applicable in Sol's case because everybody is stuck in altcoins that haven't been moving. I mean, it's pretty much been Bitcoin, Solana, and periodically Link. I mean, and I guess INJ as well, but there really haven't been that many altcoins popping off from a centralized market standpoint. So yeah, I mean, you are seeing people short. So I would like to see a candle with excess to the top side before I would be willing to step in front of it.
Yeah, I mean, look at the look at the open interest, man. It's not even crazy, like at all.
This is truly the beach ball underwater right here, man. It's such an overused expression, but I mean, Solana is beach ball underwater, man.
Look at this, man. It's not even excessive, maybe locally, but like,
is that from CoinEyes or is that?
No idea. Aggregate.
It is the same as CoinEyes if you look at the aggregated.
BitMEX, Binance. Yeah.
Oh my God, that open interest is funny.
Wait, why? What is it? What are you seeing on CoinEyes?
I'm just looking at the hourly on CoinEyes. The open interest that's been building up since $32 is pretty high.
Oh, hey, Tucker. Sorry, this is totally unrelated, but can you check your email for a code that I need? And just text it to me or put it in the private chat. I want to make sure this registered me correctly.
Yeah.
Just having personal conversations on stream, guys. Don't mind us.
We have a private chat.
Yeah. There we go.
The thing about Sol open interest, man, it's like, how do you even gauge what real, like, how do you gauge historical support and resistance with open interest on Sol when in the past, like, it was just Sam, you know, it was Fugazi money. What I don't even know how, like, coin margin Sol, it looks hilarious when you look at the chart on CoinAlert. Because they got wiped out so bad. But
oh yeah. And do you think that we're gonna revisit like the open interest all-time highs on something like Sol, Tommy?
I would say no, probably, just because of what it took to get there. That would be, I don't know what that would look like exactly, or at least if we did, what exchange would be the primary aggressor behind that sort of move?
4.5 billion right here, though. Not even at the top, right?
That looks like a fluke or something, man. What the heck?
I mean, we had 2.5 billion right here.
Are you sure?
This was the FTX collapse.
I'm looking at CoinEyes right now. I don't think that's right.
It's right, Tommy. Just trust it. Wait, what do you mean?
I'm looking at CoinEyes right now. The chart looks totally different.
On the daily?
Yeah. I'll share my screen.
What does that look like?
Maybe you're missing an exchange on here, Tucker.
Data sources and aggregation. I got it all right. All of these.
I'm gonna pull a Tommy. Hold on.
Oh my gosh, he's gonna pull a Tommy.
Can you
because
add?
It doesn't give me the option to just bend my screen to the side. I have to put it up.
Ooh, you can do a bunch. OI Delta versus RVol. Interesting.
Sol is actually at open interest levels not seen since its previous massive bear rally back in March of 2022. That's pretty incredible, honestly.
So is that spooky to you at all, perhaps?
Yes, I'm going to say we're going to fill that gap.
Fill that gap and then start shedding some of the OI.
Yeah, that's usually how these things go. That's I think what topped Bitcoin out actually, if you look at see where we're at with Bitcoin. I haven't even checked on the OI in a minute. But from this drop right here, we had a gap. Let's see if it's still capping price. These things, for whatever reason, serve as support and resistance. Still Bitcoin. Interesting that Sol is back up there, though. I had no idea. That's pretty incredible. Somebody is going ham with the longs, man. It's probably Novogratz.
Probably. Let's talk about equities a little bit, guys. I want to wildly speculate. Oh my gosh, speaking of wild, man, look who's here. A wild Jackus has appeared. Look at
Hey
this.
there.
But I'd like to
Wild Jackus.
wildly speculate on where legacy markets could go today, because they're at a pretty key inflection point. I could certainly see it going both ways, and I think it could be a fun discussion to have. Look at that. Nice little bounce off that low there.
Yeah.
However, we're really just underside retesting the previous range low, basically.
Just all of this.
Yeah. I mean, it's hard not to see that, you know. But if we reclaim that and this is a deviation, then, you know, I think we're moving up with haste. So
I agree.
I do as well. I don't know that I think it's going to be a V type of recovery, though, off this low. I would like to see some constructive structure to make it look like it's not just, you know, like the last two shoulders where we just pretty much went aggressively up and then the rally fizzled out.
It's like the equity version of a BART. It's just they pop it real hard, then they just Ken Griffin you to death, and then they drop it.
yeah. So one thing that I think is important to mention is that the likes are not really that impressive on this video, guys. We got 40 people watching. We got 14 likes in this video, guys. If you are enjoying the stream so far, oh my Solana, oh my gosh,
Gracious.
See that.
oh my gosh,
We'd like to see that.
Oh my.
oh my
Wow.
gosh.
I will not check my P&L until the target hits.
What's the target? 44.
Not saying. Probably 44 though.
Wow, man. Literally just look at that thing. Remember, no dips.
Just riding the EMAs, man. Just
All right, guys, back to the like show. Guys, if you are enjoying the stream so far, please consider liking the video, liking the stream. It does wonders for the channel. It really helps us grow. Thanks, guys, so much for being here. Happy FOMC Day. Guys, please hit that thumbs up button for us. It really does wonders. It makes, oh my gosh, Ozeal. Thank you so much, Ozeal.
Hey.
Ozeal, thank you so much.
Thanks.
$5 from Ozeal. Thank you. Thank you so much. So kind of you. But yeah, guys, please consider liking and subscribing to the channel. It's a great show. It's a great channel. We are live 5 days per week, Monday through Friday. This is Market Check brought to you by Because Bitcoin. Again, we are always here for you guys 5 days per week. But yeah, guys, please like and subscribe. All right, we're at 21 likes. That's not bad, guys. That's not bad. Thank you guys for the likes. But anyways, yeah, Sol is just an absolute monster right now, man. This is fun to see. Very, very fun to see. Tommy's smiling. Look at that.
Yes.
Look at that smile.
Tommy's long, so he's smiling.
Tommy
oh, man.
Tommy is a soul whale right now, man. But there was never a doubt. So
Especially when I was calling for the Sol upsides in 16 and 19, and people told me that there are heavy unlocks from FTX and it's going to zero. Such a nice vindication.
yeah, they like to do that.
What are you guys thinking? Deviation, bruv?
Look at this.
Got to give that pop, man.
Tommy is just printing
shorts
right
come
now.
off.
I can see it on his face. And that is real. Yeah, you can see it. He's just normally you can tell when he's staring at the screen like he's just very focused, but right now there's this little smirk And he's not trying to. He's just loving it, man. The quant is home, man.
I would have liked it more, man. If DYDX would have given me my freaking trading rewards, I could have added more margin and up size.
But, dude, what do you think? There's like something going on there, like.
You know what they did,
going down
Max?
a little bit.
You know what they're doing? They raised the price of DYDX so that you would get distributed fewer tokens at the end of the epic, and they're going to drop the price of the token before they release them to you. So you're getting double screwed.
Damn.
Yeah, they're nuking it a little bit. Look at that.
It feels a little fishy to me, the whole thing. Like they changed up the tokenomics recently. Price is going down.
Last one, right? That we get token rewards.
No.
Yeah, I think so.
No.
I'm pretty sure.
There's no way. That's not what I thought it meant. I thought it was that you get a fee redistribution from traders, or like a portion of it. If it's all of it, then man.
No, I think your rewards are now in USDC.
I did hear that too.
Man, that'd be tough. That'd also be an L on their part.
So, Tommy, in regards to Sol, man, I think this could be good to talk about it because you've been trading it. You're in a trade right now. And I remember you saying this morning in our Discord call, you're waiting for that like blow off top, something like that. You're waiting for that final really explosive push. When I look at this chart, I say, okay, this looks pretty damn explosive. You know, maybe it's got a little bit left in the tank, but what are the actual signs that you are looking for that say, okay, that was like the last bear just capitulated, like they just got him, you know, this is it.
Yeah, no, I definitely probably look at the open interest. We put on a huge amount over the last like 2 days. Like we were just referring to on stream before you got here, Jack, as Solo I is almost back at where it was in March of 2022, which is kind of insane because I highly doubt that almost any coin not named TRB is in a remotely similar position at this point. So I do think we're probably getting fairly close to kind of that climactic high, at least, you know, locally speaking. So you'd probably want to see like some delta get shed from the open interest from a big wick higher, the type of wick where, you know, you if you tried to short into it, all of a sudden you're down like 5 to 10% on the position, that type of wick.
Yeah.
You know, I'm thinking maybe we get a small pullback here, possibly into like 40, maybe a 39 handle again. And I think that ultimately rounds into, you know, that big candle. And I think that'll probably go into the mid 40s. You know, if there's enough shorts, the upper 40s, I find that a little hard to believe, but I also can't believe that we have this much open interest on Solana. So I think anything's possible, but you're going to get a candle with a huge amount of excess that eventually, you know, it will be so. I mean, think about the Sol candle that went to $31 a few weeks ago. I think about that one. I think it started at like 25 and, you know, went all the way up to 31. If you tried to like long the, you know, the throwback, it just incessantly bled off the high because there was so much excess. There were no more forced buyers at that point. You know, you were just being distributed to. So, yeah, no, that would be what I would say. Wait for the shed on open interest. You'll probably see a big red candle on that locally from a big spike on OI. You'll see funding go positive. I'm not sure what it's at right now. What's funding at for Sol?
It's got to be positive. Actually, maybe it's deep negative. I don't know. Maybe that's why it's squeezing.
It's pretty negative.
Yeah.
But Binance Binance is a bit more negative than Bybit. So, you know, it's not exactly the case of dumb money is way more short than smart money. You are probably seeing smart money start to hedge a bit up here. Given that Novogratz is in charge of selling the FTX estates, Solana, and we probably do see some of that sold this year. But yeah, no, we'll see. You want to see it on open interest? You want to see it on the candle? I think it's probably coming fairly soon.
What do you guys think about this chart, man?
That's insane, man.
Wild.
What a move. How did I not even notice INJ was pumping like that?
Thing was at $1.50 in January.
I bought at $1.50. But
Did
then
you?
sold. Yeah, but sold. I was buying it actually on the ING BTC pair, and then sold on ING BTC pair as well when it was around like $8 or something.
Mm-hmm.
That was a sneaky
But-
pump.
Yeah, I had it. I had it in my watch list since the last cycle. But yeah, I'm no longer part of this move. Gotta admit.
Wow, what a move.
I had some friends who called this out. Wabi was one of them in January, and really there weren't not many people who were super bullish on this coin. I imagine probably even fewer actually are still holding INJ. I don't think any of my friends are still holding it. So if you are holding INJ and you've been holding it since the bottom, kudos, honestly.
Yeah, that's an awesome move.
It's like an 11x, 12x. Jeez. I don't know, man. It's coming into an area. It's absolutely coming into an area.
Yeah, but see, here's the difference, though. We already had a weekly close where it was previously just wicks.
That's true. That's true.
That looks pretty solid to me.
Dude, look at the way this thing tops, man. This is a nightmare to try to short.
Yeah, I mean, how many you would have had to hold that for months if you shorted that level previously?
I mean, you would have shorted probably 21 back here. You would have gotten run. Same here.
Yeah.
But
Oof.
yeah. I don't know, man.
I mean, I wouldn't necessarily be a buyer up here, but yeah, I'm definitely not interested in shorting it. I think I'll just keep an eye on it, you know.
I mean, it's only it's only 40% off of all-time highs. That's crazy.
It's a big level, though. I mean, really big level right here.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah, ING BTC is about to hit new all-time high.
Is it? Oh.
I was selling at 3,200 satoshis.
Yeah, right in here.
Yes, because it was hitting that weekly resistance, that weekly supply.
Yeah. Is ETH gonna do something, man?
I think it will. I really think it will. But I think it's gonna come when everyone just like gives up on it doing something, which is probably gonna be soon, man. I'm seeing a lot of cope from people that were really just only playing Ethereum and it hasn't been moving. But I think this is one of the cleaner looking charts in crypto right now. I'm not gonna lie. I think it's a really, really clean looking chart.
It's very clean on the higher time frame and very unclean on lower time frames, and that's where most people are on the lower time frames.
Yeah. I think it's gonna break out. I think it might take a little bit, you know.
You know what I love, guys? That we are dumping into FOMC. That's just super good. Well, like, I mean, dumping. Okay, we are range bound, of course, but like on the daily move, we are going down, right? We had that scammy upside. Now we got the scammy downside, and it's going into FOMC. I would love if Ether and BTC take those wicks, those lower time frame wicks, and then revert. I think we're gonna see that.
Oh, you mean down here on Bitcoin?
No, not that low. Just these nearby wicks. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we take those. We don't take the one below, and then we continue higher.
About ETH, just
The same.
yeah.
Like those wicks above, those 4 wicks above are not safe.
I
would
think
say the
ETH is
same
going to run
about
those highs given what Bitcoin did this morning.
Yeah.
And I like the little OKX flush on ETH. got about 15 or 20 million in longs out.
I think if you get above 1850, it probably starts sending.
Yeah, I agree. I just think there's such clear invalidation on this trade if you're trying to play the long side here.
Yeah.
It's so clean, man. It is just so clean. I think you could remain bullish above 1750, and if you get like a 2 to 4 hour close below, then we could potentially go lower. So I like it. It's relatively tight. You know, I mean, if you're scalping, no, that's a huge, that's a huge window there. But yeah, I think it's clean, man. I mean, we had a range breakout. You can see we're sitting above the range high right now, the previous range, and we're consolidating. And it's definitely ugly on the lower time frames, but I don't think it's unbearable. You know, you just can't get too caught up in like the minute charts here.
Yeah.
May I jump in with a chart?
Yes.
Do it.
Okay, now it should be on. So I think like this is BTC, but it's gonna be the same for Ether and so on. Look at this, these wicks, right? This is the spot pair. I think this is just a pure manipulation. You know, you get a fake breakout. At the same time, you didn't get. We didn't get this high. This is what everyone was looking for to take profit. We front run that. So I doubt, mostly the longs are greedy on lower time frames. So they have probably not been taking profit above these highs. They wanted this high. So they got front run and some got stopped here. But I think we still go for these lows. What I would love is now that into FOMC, we have that sell off. We take those lows. This one is safe. And then we pump it higher is, in my opinion, what's going to happen, because lots of lower time frame bears will be now looking at this as a market structure break. And you know what? This is what they are doing. This is the, when we broke down here, they'll start pulling up their FIPS. They'll be shorting here, and the market will slowly come back there and do something like that, in my opinion. But it's just lower time frame fun. I generally just think that market continues higher here.
Jack, when do you think that ETH is going to get a rotation, or is it just not going to get a rotation until Q4 is over?
Well, as I've been saying, Max, we are getting the rotation the moment we start breaking this ascending triangle. So let me actually pull up the chart. Right. So the moment we break this weekly resistance that I was saying is the last resistance for Ether, the moment we break this one, it's over for the bears. And I think the time is running out now. Well, we are not there yet, surely. We are still below. But I think also the fact that we are above this is just timing now. So I think we break that. At that point, I think we have a first impulse in where Ether starts to outperform. I'm actually want to see this is 10%. Okay, so I think if BTC breaks higher, let me see BTC. I could see where both Ether and BTC breaks together. It doesn't have that much impact on ETH BTC, but I do think that the moment, and Max, that I've been saying this when we were down here somewhere, and I was saying that initially I saw that ETH BTC is gonna bottom the moment ETH USD is gonna bottom, but then I was saying that most likely what happens, because as I learn, from the market myself and I update my views, the moment usually that the alt BTC pair start to outperform is when the ETH USD starts to break out. So I think right here, or maybe even already here, is gonna be the two places where ETH BTC really starts picking up this steam. The moment we start breaking higher of this ascending triangle.
That'll be so much fun. I want that. I think 1850 is the level. I think you flip that.
1850, yeah.
I think it's 1850. I don't think we need 2000. I think that'll help, but I think 1850 will be good enough, because I think you go through 1850, then I think you're at 2000 by like within 1 day, maybe even quicker. It's gonna just be a hot knife through butter.
Yeah, the 1850 is this level, right? 1850 is literally this level. This is the level that ETH is currently facing. So the moment it breaks it, I expect the upside to follow here. So really, just patience. Look at this on BTC. By the way, we had this very strong weekly breakout, and now look at this tight range. This is getting squeezed higher, and this problem, like what I can see happening next week, is where we get a very similar candle higher, weekly candle higher. Maybe it's not that big, who knows, but like this is gonna become maybe the weekly order book, weekly demand possibly, and then we trade back to it and then continue. Who knows? I'm seeing potential scenarios that I'm having in my head that I want to be ready for. But essentially, for Ether, this level once again is the same as 28K for BTC. And I was like, just as many bears were saying, my thesis is wrong above 30K. Well, that's the 1850 for Ether. Break 1850 Ether, and I think we have that. And just with BTC, things can get really quick after we break this level. So you really need to be prepared for that. The market doesn't like to give second chances. I think just like for BTC, these weeks are not safe. I think we're gonna sweep these during FOMC. It's hard for me to see these holding, and then people look to short the retest, and what most likely happens is some fucker like that. We'll see, but I think that once again these are not safe.
Yeah, I would agree. I wouldn't mind taking out a couple more wicks to the downside on ETH. Something, maybe we don't even need to take out the low, but maybe that one right there. I wouldn't mind that at all. I think that'd be a nice level.
Yeah.
ETH loves to punish those OKX apes, man. If they're shorting, they'll be punished.
Oh yeah.
I could see a scenario where we drop down here. We don't take this low, but we drop to this one. This is something I really like.
Wait, we should say those levels because some people are just listening. So,
good
what
point.
level is that?
1772.2.
Sweep it and then go. And what was it on Bitcoin we were talking about? Like 4K.
Yeah, for BTC, I think we're gonna sweep these. So I think we're gonna sweep 33,900, sort of 33,900 in a sort of this fashion.
And you think that's going to happen during FOMC potentially?
Yeah, I would love that to happen during FOMC. Like Paul comes in, says something tough, like, "Oh, we will be data dependent, and we will wait for what the market is telling us, and we will be ready to raise their hikes again." The rate, and then the market is like, "Oh my God, he's so tough. I'm so horny. Oh my God," and then it drops slower, and then the market realizes that it's just tough talk and continues higher.
They're going to say the same thing they always say, man. We remain data dependent and will continue to use the tools at our disposal. That's it.
Legit.
That's it. That's all they're going to do.
I was making fun of him about half a year ago because he kept reading each meeting. He kept reading the same old script. and he was saying, like, I cannot remember exactly what was it, but he was repeating that one line. Just like you're saying, we will be data dependent. So it was something very similar. It was so funny.
Yeah,
Like
they love to say that.
you could have legitimately just skip the first speech and just wait for the questions, because when there were the questions, he had to improvise at least something. But when he was reading the script, it was just same old bullshit.
One thing that I find to be pretty interesting, I'm gonna see if I can share mine here. I'm gonna pull a Tommy. We are seeing the long end begin to break down a little bit here. Some people might argue that you can't do TA on yields. I would argue that you can. You definitely can. This is the US 20-year starting to break down, and subsequently we are seeing TLT's up 1.5, TMF's up 5.3, 5.5 now. So we are seeing yields pretty red across the board. I find this interesting, like here, let's go through a few examples here. Last time I could find a really strong uptrend for our 20-year and we broke down. I mean, we had a period where, we really continued downward for a while here. We dropped all the way from 4.5% down to like 3.6% in not too long of a period of time. I mean, this was, let's just see. Yeah, this was a month, so I'm just saying this is potentially another break, at least something to keep an eye on, where we've been uptrending for quite some time, and we are maybe starting to break down here just a little bit. It certainly looks like it's trying to break down. I would keep an eye on, any kind of reclaim, but if this is a turning point and, it really just takes this additional skip to, keep yields from going parabolic, and this was really just to be viewed as like a deviation. It's possible, it's possible that upon this FOMC, people start to view this as one giant deviation here, and the market begins to price in cuts maybe sooner than anticipated. And it wouldn't be shocking for me, if we did something like, let's go to the daily time frame. I mean, imagine if this is, one giant deviation because everyone was just like panicking for no reason or maybe reason, right? And this is one giant deviation in yields, and the market after today actually begins to start working its way down like this, and we start to see like the 20-year down closer to 4%, going into Q1. That wouldn't surprise me that much. It really wouldn't surprise me to see us beginning to work our way down, and this is maybe range high, and you could view this right here as, range low, give or take. Probably move that down a little bit, like right here. Wouldn't surprise me at all. So this is something I'm keeping an eye on, just because I think that what we've seen recently with yields is just it's out of whack a little bit. Like we did see, I believe it was the 20-year reach parity, if not slightly exceed the effective federal funds rate. And typically that can be a pretty solid level to fade, or to buy bonds at. So anyways, just wanted to point that out, that we are starting to break down a little bit here. We're starting to see yields move down. So yeah, it's interesting. I mean, I backed the truck up on TMF. So, I like what I'm seeing here for sure. But
I mean, saying that you cannot do TA on yields is, in my opinion, stupid, Max, for many reasons. First of all, it works there. I can prove it right here on the chart. Second, you also have basically inverse TLT trading it. So the TA definitely works there. And also, by the way, your reasoning for the deviation is very solid, especially because of like, we know that the rates are basically paused now. So there is legit not much reasoning for the 10-year to go higher, much higher here, except like the only reasoning would be that the market is so afraid that the US won't be able to repay its debt, which in my opinion at this point is not much reason to be worried. But that's like the only logical explanation why you could be thinking that the 10-year could be going higher regardless of the rates is where the market is afraid of the solvency of United States, which in my opinion, when you say it, sounds ridiculous on its own.
It sounds
I mean,
ridiculous. I think that
yeah,
look, I mean, it's interesting. It's like a nice little mind puzzle to play around with the idea that the United States of America will somehow default on its debts, and we're going to be living in this, like apocalyptic, post-government type of landscape, Mad Max, like the movie. But yeah,
Mad Max.
it's not going to happen, man. It's not going to happen. At least it's not going to happen. Like a lot of people that I see posting on Twitter talking about how, the effective federal funds rate probably won't exceed 5.5%, 6%, but we're going to see the 10-year up at 13% because people will deem the United States government too risky. People won't want to lend them money. It's just a little bit silly, man. I haven't really seen any compelling arguments for it. And I always think that betting that this time is different is a bit of a dangerous game to play. Yes, it can be fun again to talk about what that would look like. And I think it's certainly a nice mental exercise, but the United States government is going to pay everybody that buys bonds. Okay. It's extremely unlikely that it's going to happen. Extremely unlikely that it's going to happen. So I think this is probably just a deviation. And again, if history tells us anything and you overlay the effective federal funds rate with, the 10-year or 20-year, it's not uncommon to see them reach parity with one another. It's not uncommon at all. And then from there, we typically see some sort of reversal. So it's going to take a little bit of time to play out, but I do think yields are going to start working their way down. So I believe that's on the horizon.
Yeah.
This is a great comment from Zodiac, by the way. Fair to say,
Snorlax, but I can pay for if I lose the bet, I can pay for it with the long, man. It's okay.
Tommy doesn't give a damn about the bet anymore, man. He probably just made like $4 bajillion longing Solana. He's all of the open interest, so
bajillion.
I'm the reason there's a 200 million increase in OI in the last 2 or 3 days.
Can you imagine running a 200 million Solana long position?
That's probably what Novo is doing right now, man.
He could be. Yeah, he could be.
I will hold out hope that the bet can still hit, though, man. I'll hold out hope.
Yeah, just look at how Tommy's smiling, man.
Yeah, he doesn't care about the bet anymore.
That's not the
That's
smile.
The thing about being a good two-way trader is that you could lose the bet and still come out on top, figuratively speaking. Yeah. He might have to spend $2,500 wine and dining me, but we'll have a good time. The whole team will be there, and he's still going to have way more money because he longed Sol. So it's all fun. It's all fun.
The big win is the steak, man, too. Don't forget. I found an amazing steakhouse, by the way, out here that has a bison ribeye. I think, we were talking about that a few weeks ago. Oh my gosh, so good.
Yeah, man. Phenomenal stuff.
We might have to do that then. Tommy, if you want to just concede the bet sooner rather than later, then we can
Why
do
would
this
I
trip
concede?
soon.
I'm not going to just concede.
Why? Because it's over.
Maybe not.
Yeah, but don't you want to hang out with all of us before the middle of February?
Well, actually, that's probably the best time to do things out here. So the timing will line up actually pretty much perfectly.
That's fair.
By the way, Mario was saying that he's really thankful. He loves our show. Sorry, I'm gonna just read it. Thank you. I love our show, but when I commute, I can't watch everything, so I do appreciate you sharing the dollar level while you're reviewing a chart. Thank you.
That's
we have to be more thoughtful of that, mentioning the levels specifically.
We've heard that before too. We need to pretend like it's a Twitter space, where on Twitter space we have to narrate because we can't rely on the charts. We need to speak like we're on a Twitter space. So
yeah. But at the same time, I fucking hate that you cannot share charts on Twitter Space,
Yeah, it's terrible.
right?
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
some people are really good with their mouse, and it may sound bad, but like
Careful, Jackus. Careful. That might be interpreted a lot of different ways.
But yeah, and I would love more the chart sharing as well. Yeah. Anyways, going into the yields, just look at this, Max. If people say that you cannot use TA, just look at this structure. This is a very repeating structure that you see a lot. You have some very significant high, and there is a price action leading into it. Then you get the sweep. People will think it's bearish, and then you get that one last sweep, and then the market turns around. Usually, it's followed. It's followed with some RSI divergence, and we, by the way, get that here, right? And you can be saying like, hey, if the RSI divergences weren't working, especially on the higher time frames, man, I mean, they are regardless of what market you're gonna use. But once again, you cannot just use it randomly. It's gotta be very. You gotta use it in confluence with some other things as usual. And I think, by the way, let's look at where have we seen this pattern. You will not believe it, but this is exactly how BTC topped, right? On the daily, we had a run above the significant high, just like here, above 65K.
That
and
does
then we
look
get
really
that one
similar.
last sweep.
That looks really
is.
similar. Like that 2-drive high right there, the little sweep after
Yes.
we took out the previous high. Wow, that's interesting. Yeah.
This is a pattern I've noticed in the charts happening a lot, where you get, and it happens on the downside as well. It looks like this. I will find, actually, I remember because I'm a fucking fractal, you know how to say it.
Fractal God. Yeah. Fractal God.
I have all these charts imprinted in my head, so I do remember lots of them. I will look up East Fractal later on. I wanted to see. Yeah, of course, we get that RSI divergence here as well, right? So as you can see, it's useful. It's useful. Like I just like anyone that's ridiculing TA is, in my opinion, just ignorant. But the same thing goes the other way around. Anyone that's ridiculing fundamental analysis and thinks that news and everything is just meme is also stupid. In my opinion, the best thing is to learn to combine both of these. But in the end, whatever works for you, right?
I will say it's kind of funny, Jackus, because I feel like anymore what FinTwit is it's literally just a bunch of people that synthesize what they feel like other smart traders are saying. At least with crypto Twitter, I feel like people have a lot more of their own unique takes, right? Would you guys agree with me on that, where FinTwit traders are really kind of just like, there's a handful or two handfuls of guys who really understand the market, but it's very difficult to predict equity directionality. So you just get this entire horde of people that just synthesize their words and put them together to form their own opinions. Whereas crypto Twitter, I feel like you have a much more diverse group of the types of traders that you see.
Totally agreed, Tommy. I also think the reason why it's that is that with equities, you basically had nearly up only. You had the money printer, and you also have lots of older minds there. And as people get older, they do not like to adapt. They do not like to learn. And I think the current environment is, well, first of all, it's the digital era. Lots of the guys in crypto are young guys. They are in a super competitive environment. They gotta keep sharp. They gotta keep learning and educating themselves. And I think that's what you say makes sense. I'm gonna look up the what I was talking about in the meantime.
And guys, real quick, we're doing real good with the likes today. We got 48 people watching. We got 32 likes, but I have a feeling we could just real quickly slide that leverage bar all the way to the right and jack up the likes to 40. So guys, if you are enjoying the stream so far, please consider hitting that thumbs up button for us. It does wonders for the algorithm. It really makes the robot at YouTube headquarters take a liking to us, and it just helps support the channel. You know, whenever you guys like the video, we get more people popping in here. And you guys always come through. You guys are some of the best supporters we could ever ask for. You guys show up every single day. You tune in. You're here for us because we are here for you guys. So please consider just making sure that you are signed into your YouTube account and just hit that thumbs up button for us. Look at that. We're almost at 40 likes already. Absolutely
Nice.
fantastic. Thank you, guys. And if you haven't yet, you could subscribe to the channel also, guys. We picked up like 15 subscribers yesterday just because I was hounding you guys. I think a lot of you guys watch but don't subscribe, maybe because you come from Twitter and you look for the links every day, or maybe you're in Discord. But if you haven't yet, please consider subscribing to the channel also. It just takes one moment. Like the video and then also hit that subscribe button. It will not disrupt the programming whatsoever. It will keep you right on the screen that you are watching. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. Thank you guys so much. We had one question here. What do you guys think about shorting Sol now?
I will jump to Sol. I just wanted to finish this, Max.
Yeah.
Then we jump into Sol.
Yeah. Go ahead.
And then I'm done sharing alpha for today. But like, this is the exact example that I was talking about with Ether. It happened in February, and I remember this because I know these things are happening over and over again. This is just vice versa. This is a bullish scenario. I haven't tried the RSI here, so I want to see if there's the divergence as well. I could see it being there. Let's see, and it is there. So once again, nice little confirmations there. So once again, we started at the yield, and we discussed like why the TA works. Even on stuff like yields, it's useful, and people ridiculing that are just, in my opinion, short-sighted. I used to be ignorant towards some tools that people use as well in the past, and I'm not anymore. I'm open. So even when like Tommy told me, hey, I'm using astrology, right? I'm not laughing anymore. I mean, we can make jokes about it, but I could see something coming out of there, but like some very useful strategy.
We're not laughing at Tommy for doing astrology. We're laughing in the fact that it works so well.
Yeah. Yes. Anyways, let's discuss. Okay, let's finish up the yields where we started with this pattern. So, by the way, I think, and we even see it right here, that we had a nice trend breakout, right? Retest. It's pretty super clean, and then we had the continuation. What Max was saying, he was entertaining the idea that this is a possible deviation. I think it could be. What I really like is how the RSI now starts to printing these divergences, right? That's usually the top information. What I would love, though, is for us to sweep this low. I think the moment we do is sort of like the confirmation of the trend change, and then I think we reclaim this, and then it finally starts to go lower. We'll see how long it takes. As you said, it probably takes some time, though.
So you don't think we're going to go to 13% like the CNBC analyst mentioned? Because they went on national TV and they proclaimed we were going to go to 13% on the 10-year. So
do I have to bring in Inverse Jackies again, Max?
No, don't. We had enough of him yesterday, man. He was off base, man. Yeah, all of those highs need to be taken. All of that liquidity. Yep. There you go. But he was actually more bullish than the CNBC guys. You said Inverse Jackies yesterday said, they were calling for 13%. I think 10 is good enough. So
Indeed. Actually, let's see. I would have to make this. Okay, fuck that today. We wanted to discuss Sol. Then I'm gonna pass the charts and work.
We have
you
some
guys.
people in the comments who are
Yes.
interested in shorting Solana,
Sol.
which is a very scary thing. But
I would not here just yet, guys. This was my plan along the way. Where are you? Right. So with this move, compared to the cycle, don't look at the timing so much. But I think I legit think we don't go below this red zone anymore. I think we do make some scary pullback into it. So if you guys missed Sol, this is the max peak, max peak FOMO. Everyone is now jumping onto Sol, buying in. It's the next big thing. Once again, the narrative changes with price. So down here, everyone was calling Solana dead, blah blah blah. Now everyone is like, oh my god, Solana is going to revolutionize us, blah blah blah, and just following the price. This was our long term target for
hey, I just
Sol.
want to say on market check, when we were back at like $22, I said we were going to 38. I said we were taking out those equal highs, and I was scoffed at. Granted, I did not take the trade to 38. I longed at like 28 and covered at 33, and now I'm a sideliner. But hey, those equal highs got hit, baby.
Max,
Who could have foreseen? Who could have foreseen?
No spot.
Me?
Yeah.
I actually have a really small bag. I had a dust wallet. I told you I don't directly have exposure, but I technically got somebody else some really fat exposure at $30, and that's still full sized. But yeah, I don't want to take profit on it for them because I don't want them to have to pay taxes on it this year. So I hope Sol can just stay up here through the end of the year, but I don't know. It's getting to a point, might have to shave some off.
Do you guys remember me talking down here and we were discussing live? Actually, it was down here. And I discussed how we gonna front run this support, because that's where retail wants to buy, the neckline of the support. It was actually here. I was saying we're gonna sweep I just love that, because I spotted the market makers play, and I'm so happy for that. When you know why things happen the way it happens. It did move. I also love this point. This is where it all started. Okay, not gonna jump into it. Yeah, this is where it all started, and this is where people should have gotten bullish. Nobody cared. Now everyone's going bullish. This is not the time. In my opinion, we are very close to top on Sol, guys, right now. I mean locally, okay? Not like that we going back to $5. In my opinion, locally we're gonna top. We have just swept these equal highs, which are where the main objective, and it's right into the weekly resistance. Surely we can go higher and even sweep this high. That's possible. We gotta see how we react here. But what I would wait for is, if you look at the daily RSI, we can see that we are at the extreme area. Usually this is always led, if we look at here, this is always led to, that's why I say that you definitely, guys, shouldn't underestimate the RSI on the daily and weekly. People keep making laughs at RSIs, and I think RSI and moving averages are one of the best tools, but not on the hourly as much as it is on the daily or weekly. And once again, I'm gonna go over a few, but what I would wait for here is that we see that RSI keeps on showing strengths for now. And what I would wait for is the trend slowing. So something similar to this one right here. We see that we got to extreme levels, and then RSI started to really drop while the price kept on rotating. And then even look at this, right? We got the topping formation, and then we see the manipulation once again. It takes all these highs one more time. So this is where the RSI tops, and then we get another shakeout. If you were stuck on the H4 or H1, which many people are right here, then you got a sweep. So anyone trying to short here got swept. Okay, then we got another sweep, and then you got the market structure break here. People try to short here with stop, and you got another sweep. But ultimately, this was the area where we were topping. And I think the same thing could happen here. But you're going to get maybe something like, this, and then you're going to get the pullback. They always make it very hard before the pullback actually comes. But I think generally this is the area where the Sol price starts to top. And anyone looking to buy pullback up here is gonna get swept sooner or later. And I think it goes back to this chart where you really should focus. Like, your only goal here should be to wait for a scary pullback. It needs to be scary. People need to be calling for the death of Solana once again. That's the pullback you want to buy.
Solana is probably Solana is the funniest insult ever. It is so perfect.
Wait.
Perfect.
Wait. I have one better, Max. I have one better. Okay. One sec. I was posting this on October 3rd, 2022. You will love that one more.
Yeah, that's pretty good too.
It was, for those that don't know, it was due to the fact that the Solana blockchain kept on switching off and on each day. So they played around the idea that Solana is very decentralized, but the reality is that they kept switching the blockchain on and off. And it was happening so many times, right? And we've seen it was during this large sell-off, I could imagine. Anyways, back to the Sol price. Just understand this, that we are in the higher time frame accumulation zone. You are most likely not getting back to the gray area. Okay, I think you should forget that one and accept the fact that we are most likely not going down there anymore. I mean, surely it's possible, but rather wait for that scary pullback. Look when there's a fear around, and then forget the fear. Remember, I recommend to write down that plan. Okay, write down that plan, that you're not gonna lower your entry points that you have right now. Right now, it's like with BTC, right? On the higher time frame, everyone wanted to buy 20K. Then price comes back to 20K. Everyone is waiting for 10K. Do not do that. When Sol, write a plan that you will buy Sol when it comes back to like $28. When it does, it needs to be scary, and you don't want to lower your targets. Buy the fear, and that can be the only play you're gonna do, and it will probably serve you. You'll probably outperform nearly everyone, or like the vast majority, right? Do not, guys, get too bullish right here.
Jackus, I have to steal it real quick. I just saw this.
Go for it.
I just saw this tweet, and it has to be discussed, man. If we keep seeing tweets like this, we're gonna keep going higher. I'll tell you what. This was what was drawn. What was drawn as well. The rising wedge to $3.
Oh my god. Yeah, I will stand by the fact that we do spend some more time around here. I mean, we possibly can take that $48 high. I do not think so. I think we might front run it. But like generally, this is the idea. This is exactly, guys, with Sol. It's as if BTC will break 50K. The place where, in my opinion, I see the same context. The place where Sol is trading right now, above these equal highs, is, and the people, how are they getting bullish above Sol? Well, except this tweet, of course. right now on Twitter is the equivalent of BTC being up here. And this is, in my opinion, the distribution area. It's not legit the same, but like it's as if BTC got above here. And then this is where you will get that max FOMO. That's why this is my main target from down here. This is as if Sol is trading here. It's the same. And then people will be like calling new all-time highs, blah, blah, blah. I think we're going to get that scary pullback from there too, and then continue higher. Like something like, we will see how exactly. But like this level, that's the Sol level. I've been through so many charts, through too many cycles I'm not getting that excited about this move. I mean, it's exciting, but like we need to keep our heads calm. You probably, and I'm not saying we are at the same point. I don't think we are just yet, because this was already after the halving. But you will still get some scary shakeout. I remember when this happened, this is the problems with time frames. We got a legit weekly breakout, and then people down here saw this one, right? This was the break of the structure on the daily, and they were looking for the massive drop lower, possibly to retest this area. What legit happened, literally, is that we front run even the COVID highs, and so many people were sidelined. So I think, but still, this was the big drop. It was scary. It happened in the span of 4 days, guys. It just happened in 4 days, right? This is the same thing that can happen here. And in my opinion, any retest down here should be bought.
I don't know if we're getting below 30 again. I'll be completely honest.
I think
bid
It's a
there.
lot on Bitcoin,
Yeah, that's true. Very, very true. Tucker, I want to hear from you, man. Been a little quiet over there.
Yes.
Tucker's
buying
definitely
you
been
buying
slaying some
pandas?
equity trades in silence.
Tommy and I have been casually shorting the top of the S&P. That's what it is.
What if there is no top?
What if there is no bottom? What if there is no bottom? Yeah, no, I was actually looking at pandas as well, but I think that this is definitely setting up for something, man. I think it's setting up for something this afternoon, probably.
I see a lot of gaps on that chart.
There are a lot of gaps. A lot of gap downs occurred. Actually, you know what else is interesting is this is Clean Spark.
Yeah.
Dude, why is Clean Spark down at $4 when Bitcoin's at 34 and change?
It's called a discount, Max. It's called a discount.
That's true.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm thinking I'm probably gonna pick it up through here. Just buy throughout this and then look for that again. But we'll see. That martingale strategy worked pretty well on Rollbit, so I might employ it for a miner, but we do need these miners to stay kind of where they're at going into the halving, or else it might become an issue if we start dropping back into the mid-20s, which I don't think we will. But if that were to happen, specifically talking about the miners, it would be a problem. This is one of the better miners in terms of debt service and what they make per Bitcoin. So this is one that our Discord's been playing for a while. We started buying it around here, maybe a little bit lower, before it traded up to $5. I personally did not sell any there, but
I didn't either, man.
387 for Clean Spark. It's gonna run. I'm seeing very clean structure down there.
Yeah.
Oh my god, this is so clean. So so clean.
Yeah, I like that.
Look at this demand zone created down here. This is the scary drop that people like. You need to see the overall context of BTC getting higher. You need to see exactly what Prometheus was posting in our BB Discord. By the way, Max, this is the opportunity to do something, to introduce BB Discord.
I'd be happy to tell you about the BB Discord. Guys, we got 50 people in here. All right. I'm going to tell you a little bit. I'm going to tell you about something real special that we offer here because Bitcoin. Where you can find it is the first link in the description below, becausebitcoin.com/premium. That will take you to a sign up. Yeah, thank you for that code, Tucker. That will take you to a sign up on our website. You'll get access to our Discord. Now, if you use the code below, it's on the bottom of the screen, Twitter BB at checkout. When you're checking out, purchasing a Discord membership, you get 30 days for free. It will not charge your card. You have 30 days for free to try it out to see if you like it. If you like this show, you're going to love the Discord, and it simply is what it is. That is a guarantee. If you like this show, you will love the Discord, because in the Discord, we do over an hour, closer to an hour and a half per day of live private voice calls where we can communicate, talk with the entire community. All of the Because Bitcoin analysts are there. Jackus, Snorlax, Tucker, myself, Wabi, Will's Outlook, everybody's there. We talk about things that we save really just for the Discord. We share premium analysis. We communicate all day long. We're talking charts, and we also share all of our active positions, guys. We share trades every single day. All the trades that we're in, all the portfolio positioning and rebalancing, that's in the Discord. So if that sounds interesting, give it a try. It's the link in the description below. The first one, becausebitcoin.com/premium, 30 days for free if you use the code on the bottom of the screen, Twitter BB, while at checkout. Again, you get to trade with all of us here at Because Bitcoin, plus a couple more analysts that are not here on the show today. It's a really great time. So if you do like the show, you will love the Discord. So definitely give it a try. 30 days for free. And if you don't like it, you can cancel. But I think you'll like it. But anyways, back to you guys.
Yeah, man. Imagine not buying this chart, man. This is the Wall Street cheat sheet right here. Going into a Bitcoin halving. I mean, come on. Come on.
Yeah.
But this is depression. This was depression, but this whole thing is depression, man. That's where you want to buy.
It's such a clean buy.
I mean, it's like Soul. It's like this is one of the, and the split didn't happen until 2020, right? So this is all in play. You know, the top was 42. We're sitting at $4, along with Solana. I'm just gonna come out and say it. This is probably one of the easiest, cleanest 10x's I've ever seen, honestly. So, yeah. Do you think Bitcoin's gonna go above its all-time high? You know, it's a 10x to all-time high for Clean Spark. So it is what it is, guys.
I mean, we'll see if it goes to new all-time highs, but it definitely goes from those 387. It goes to at least like $12 because that's the March. That's the equivalent of 50k BTC. I think it definitely heads up there. It's like if what I'm seeing here, it's one of the best opportunities, man. It's such a clean structure down there. It's crazy. Wow. I'm really impressed with everything here.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about DXY? We haven't talked about DXY really.
We should.
Oh, man.
Because DXY looks, I mean, either we're coming back to locally double top or we're going to go to like 108, 109, something like that.
What I hate about the DXY is that you look at the lower time frame, it's a literal meat grinder.
Yeah.
Man.
You know, is it strength? Is it rejecting? I have no idea. On a higher time frame, though, it is holding above, I guess, that range.
It is indeed. Let's get rid of that. Let's hide this. Let's hide that. I mean, yeah. It is consolidating above support. And it's just elevated, right? It's just elevated. We've seen since it's been elevated since late September. I mean, what have equities done, right? What have equities done since late September? Just nuke. So as long as it stays up here, that's not great, I would say. Same with the VIX, man. We haven't talked about the VIX at all. They're nuking it. They're nuking it today before Powell. That's good. That usually ends well.
I have an addiction to shorting bull, man. It's like they just can't get over it.
It's a compulsion.
Yeah. I don't know, guys. Look at this. What do we really think about this chart? You know what I mean? What do we really think about this chart? Are we really that bearish, this chart right here? The first retest after the breakout all year, are we really that bearish?
Is that support, though? I think is, I think you can frame that chart in a few different ways and paint a different picture. We will know, I think, in the next 2 weeks. It'll be pretty definitive, up or down.
We will know tonight.
I think if we haven't gone decisively lower in 2 weeks, then it's going to be pretty difficult to make a bearish argument at the end of the year.
I mean, here you're going to know real soon, Tommy. I mean, here's your range, brother. This is it right here, man. Range high, range low. If this right here is your deviation, you're going to know real soon. If this is your deviation and we get a reclaim.
Deviation, bruv.
Yeah, if this is your deviation, bruv, and you're right here, man. Oh, dear. Just saying, you're going to know real soon. I don't think we have to wait 2 weeks. It's not for the NASDAQ.
I think it'll take a little bit. I do believe that the bullish case is not a V recovery.
What is the bullish case then?
Forming a bit of sideways support structure here.
Okay.
Because if you V recover, it could be just like the previous two shoulders.
The bullish case is that Snorlax and Tucker's options go to zero that they just purchased.
That would spike us. That would
burn them. Send them to zero.
Guys. Based on Zodiac comment, I just checked Sol BTC and it just rated that range high.
Oh.
See, I haven't looked at that thing in a minute.
Yeah.
I could see us moving a little bit higher, like retesting the underside of that. Yeah, right there. I could see that. I
think it front runs Max.
Well, you know what, Jackass? I don't care. No, I'm just kidding.
I could see that, yeah. But I'll just leave it like this. I think it rather sweeps it. After all, this is not Sol USD, Sol BTC. I do think that we have still lots of time to accumulate Sol. Yeah, this is definitely an interesting level, This probably tells us that BTC will start ripping higher soon.
Yeah,
you can go on.
If you're bullish on Sol, for the beta, I think the better bet would probably be on the ecosystem, betting on a resurgence of DeFi within Solana. It's out by summer.
I totally agree with that, Tommy. I totally agree with that. Are there any names that you're potentially prospecting?
Yes, but they're low cap, so I won't shill any of them publicly, unlike a few influencers on Twitter.
That's fair. That's very fair.
Max, you want to see a real deviation, bruv? This.
Dude, that's not deviation. That's range breakout, bro.
This was.
Oh, yeah. That.
This is not.
I disagree, man. That's a clean breakout of accumulation, right?
Yeah, no, this is a clean breakout of a 2.5 year range.
Remember when we hit that link breakout live here on Market Check, man?
Yeah.
That was a real thing that happened. We have the receipts, man. That was a beautiful play.
What are we looking at? What are we looking at here, man?
Nice comment by Todd.
Tucker, spread some link propaganda for us, is what Todd said.
That's what I'm doing.
Wow. I even have on some old link chart, I have the PO3 drawn out.
Yeah. Everybody's got the PO3, man. It is what it is. All right, let's see here. Let's get some propaganda going. There's another one. Sure, we'll take that.
I love that we can still interact with our regular followers that come here and tune in every day. We will remember you guys always.
This is facts, man. Oh, goodness. Goodness gracious. Easy. Easy. There you go. There's some propaganda. Punt. Let's punt, boys.
Oh man.
I like it. I like it. 2x, 3x. I mean, you got the breakout, and now you're just bull chopping. What you don't want to see is for this thing to round out, but I don't think it. I mean, it looks kind of like the ETH bull chop. Honestly, it looks a little better actually, but that ends that way, man. That ends with a bang, unless Bitcoin starts nuking, of course. But
Tucker, there's a fat volume node from right about here to 12.8 on link.
12.8.
Yeah, if you get above there, it's basically air, but it's the second highest.
What time frame?
Where? Draw a profile from July 2020. That little breakout to now.
July 2020. Where's my volume?
Gosh, I hate that you have the profile set like that.
Why? Wait, because of the number of rows?
Yes.
You have like 3 rows, Tommy.
Yeah, it's way cleaner.
No, it's not.
No, Tommy, you need more. You need more data.
More data.
More data. That's exactly what everybody needs, man.
I mean, what are you talking about? What are you talking about here? What are we talking about here?
Hey, real quick, this is a good comment, man. We might need to take a look here at BNB, man. We kind of forgot about it. It seems like
I had BNB in our Discord. I posted that BNB swept those 4-hour equals, and I thought we were headed towards 210 again, 212. It's taken a minute to get there, though.
I mean, this thing needs to teleport.
This thing is a dinosaur.
This thing needs to teleport.
The real dinosaur coin is BNB.
Let's look at BNB.
I actually don't think it looks too bad.
Do you know what looks bad?
Hmm.
USDTD chart. USDT dominance.
Yeah, it's going to collapse is why. It's going to collapse.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Actually, Tucker, let me steal this screen, man. I want to show you my USDT chart. I want to show you guys, man. It's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. All right.
Oh, wow.
So I drew a nice little channel. We're going to flip it.
Ooh.
Bullish until the top of the channel, boys. Bullish until the top of the channel. We'll put up the total crypto market cap just to show you guys what I'm talking about here. We'll put it in log. We'll get rid of this. We'll put this in candle mode rather than line mode. Let's draw some lines now. All right, let's draw some lines.
Look at him go.
I'm cooking. Let me draw some lines.
Wait, you got to put the meme up there, man.
Someone meme me.
Chef.
Here we go. There we go. Let him cook. All right. Or did you want this one, Tommy? Did you want this one, the alien?
No, I like that. I like that. Dogs.
God, he looks so
whatever they are.
dumb, man. I can't believe that thing. Look at it.
Yeah.
So stupid. Your face when you get liquidated on 150x leverage. All right, we're going back to the cook. All right. Here, I actually got the dots right here. So let's just do this. I'll use the dots again. All right. So this up here is right here. We'll make it blue. So this is the sell it all line, man. When it's red up here, that means you sell all your crypto. Look at the drawdown. Went from 205 billion down to less than 100 billion. The next top right here, sell it all. The next time we hit the red, right before the COVID crash. The next top, again, this one took a while, right? So we'll just go right in here, sell it all. The next one, 69K top for Bitcoin, sell it all. All right. Now we're going to mark some purple lines out. Buy it all. Buy everything. When it's in the green, you buy everything. When it's in the green, you buy everything. When it's in the green, you buy everything. You buy everything. Now look at, we still got plenty of room to go up here, man. USDT dominance is at 6.8%, man. We could easily see this thing at 5.5%. And that could mean potentially some serious expansion out of the total crypto market cap. Imagine if we do this. Imagine if we go up here. Yeah. Imagine.
I'm already imagining this Twitter Spaces, and there will be the macro guy saying like, "Is here and everything," and then Max is gonna be, "Yes, but we have just hit the lower boundary of the USDT channel, so it's buy."
And then here's what they're going to say. They're going to go, that doesn't matter because liquidity and yield curve and macro and blah, 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 blah. And then I'm going to say, but USDT dominance channel. And they're going to go, yeah, but the manufacturing numbers this and, you know, housing starts that. And I'm going to go, yeah, but USDT dominance. And we're never going to get anywhere. You don't understand how housing starts applies to liquidity in crypto. I go, oh my gosh, man. Learn to draw a damn channel. That's all you got to do. Draw a channel and then press a button. So yeah, I'm going to sell some crypto and we get to the top of this, you know. I'm going to sell some crypto, you know. So maybe we do this. We go up, USDT dominance is at 5%. Maybe total crypto market cap's up here at like 2 trillion potentially. You know, and then maybe we sell some crypto and look to buy it back, you know, buy it back somewhere when we're in the green, you know, somewhere in here, you know, so sell up here, buy back down there. It's that simple, guys. It's that simple.
What do you think of my stablecoin chart here, Max?
Let me take a look.
It's on logarithmic.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean that's a clear breakdown as well. And I was using that same one as well for a while, USDC plus USDT, so it's basically like the two largest stablecoin dominance charts. But I stopped using it, and the reason I stopped did you see that tweet that I had, Jackus, about why I stopped using it? If not, I can go over it.
Yeah.
But it was basically that, like, you know, the USDC market cap cratered. Just completely destroyed. People are rotating out of USDC and into USDT. So I felt as though there wasn't quite as much signal in it anymore. Not that it should be ignored, but I think that there's just far more signal in using USDT dominance than trying to throw USDC in. Because since March, when SVB went under, it just hasn't been the same. I mean, it's just been bleeding. The market cap's been destroyed. But I think it's a great chart.
Yeah, I'm still using both rather, because I don't know, but what you stated definitely makes sense with the USDC going down. So probably good to look for confluences as usual.
Yeah, so let me I will show you here. I'll just show I'll show this real quick.
Give us the alpha.
I'll give you the alpha. Let's see if I can find it here.
Look at this. Very few. Very, very few.
Ooh.
Dominance, fellas.
Ooh.
My goodness. Look at that, man. It looks like Sol USD, honestly, but
I swear, just a week ago, everyone was shit posting Solana, and now everyone is Solana Maxi.
Oh man,
Everybody.
Soul Dominance got some.
We probably still have the pop from the early shorts to go, man. I wouldn't short it until you get that type of kit, like the $3 or $4 hourly.
Look at this, man. You think Soul Dominance pops these equals? I would say yes. Yeah, that's it right there.
And I want to see OI get up to almost 600 million. It's at about 570 right now.
Here's why I stopped using that chart, Jackus.
Yeah.
Here, let's do this. So
Yeah.
basically, since SVB, green is Tether, blue is USDC. Since March, you can see when SVB happened right here. You can see that the USDC market cap's just been bleeding and USDT's been going straight up. So it's like I don't really see that much signal in including USDC if it's basically just bleeding, right back into Tether. Not that it should be ignored, but it's like you really just need Tether right now. Like if we're trying to gauge stable coins being deployed into the market, you want to look at this. You want to see where these are being deployed because this is not being deployed. These are being deployed into here. USDC is being deployed into Tether. It's clearly being swapped. So
it's clear.
Yeah,
very good point. Entertain the idea of USDT versus BTC since March. USDT dominance or market cap since March.
And put Bitcoin down here.
Yeah, something like that.
All right, let's put Bitcoin down here.
Let's see what you find.
Since March. All right, let's mark out March here. So here's SVB.
Let's zoom in a little bit. Maybe put on a clean chart with lower time frames like daily.
Yeah.
It's the sound you hear when you get liquidated. Just kidding.
Yeah, so here's March. Here's Silicon Valley banking crisis. This is USDT dominance inverted. And then here's Bitcoin. And what we could do too is I can remove
Zodiac has a good point here. I think that's a valid point.
What did he say? He said we're heading into a single point of failure with USDT being the main stablecoin player. Just saying. Yeah, I don't disagree with that.
Yeah. USDC outflows are, I would actually say the developments that we're seeing with USDC are a bit concerning.
This is good. Peg to eggs.
I mean, what about this, right? USD. So,
oh man,
I don't know if we count these as some sort of divergence, right? But I mean, it's just not even. I can't even draw it, right? So I mean, here's Bitcoin.
Play with it.
Then, yeah, I mean, here's if we mark out this high. I mean, USDT dominance hasn't even gotten above the range high yet. That Bitcoin was at. I don't know. I think that USDT dominance is still going to be just straight up in a straight line. It's really as simple as like, in order for crypto to go up, you either need new liquidity flowing in, you need new stable coins being issued, or you need stable coins that are currently in existence to be basically just deployed. And I think that's what we're going to see here is just existing stable coins, USDT mainly, about to be deployed into the market. So, I mean, this is inverted, right? So the chart really looks like this. We go down to this rejection line, which basically since 2018 has been respected. I mean, you're talking about a 20 to 25% drop. in USDT dominance, and that could translate to another 20 or 30% up for Bitcoin, just based on historical trends. So, but yeah,
BTC is rebuying right now pretty quickly. The drop,
yeah, as it should,
as it should.
as it should.
No
Where's
chance.
the pointing at the dude with the stick saying, "Come on, do something to ETH."
Mhm.
When
ETH is gonna do it. ETH is gonna do it, man. I think we're in vertical accumulation right now on Ethereum. All of the lows are being respected, even the aggressive drops.
Let's take a look at one last chart here before we wrap up, because we've been going for almost 2 hours now. Tucker, can you synthesize the CZ SAM index for me?
The CZ.
Oh, that's a good one.
CZ index. What?
Yes, I can. CZ. So what?
BNB.
Soul.
Yeah,
Huh?
BNB Soul.
I have one more chart I want to share after. Before we wrap up.
Ooh.
Goodness gracious.
Rick.
Oh.
Shrek.
Oh. Maybe that's the ultimate fight back from Sam against CZ.
I wonder if CZ was short Soul.
I wonder
He's watching BNB bleed for the last few days while Solana's been absolutely chatting.
I wonder if we should rotate into BNB at a double bottom.
Man, I'm not buying BNB. No way.
Not gonna make it, Tommy. Not gonna make it. Gotta buy
BNB
it.
is getting to super interesting spot. Super interesting. Especially the BNB BTC chart is like super interesting.
Oh yeah.
I don't know, man. Maybe the rotation's getting closer.
The only rotation we need to care about right now is ETH, man. ETH is gonna moon, man. It's gonna moon.
Looks like a Milady chart.
Oh, you want to see the Milady chart, brother?
No.
Oh my God, has he done it again? Has he done it again?
Tucker, what was our bet again that you
shit.
chickened out on, brother?
Here we go
The
again.
Miladies would go to 5 ETH.
At the lows, Tucker and I had a nice juicy bet. He'd be doing very well right now.
Yeah, I mean, what's the ETH chart? I don't trust him to go to 5 ETH imminently, but
Jay Smooth euphoric right now.
Yes.
if you don't think me and Jay Smooth were eating down here, you're wrong.
Yeah, but dude, you could buy pandas, man. You could buy. You want to spend 10 grand on a Milady?
10
Buy
grand.
panda.
They're like 5K.
All right, whatever. You know what I mean. I might have rounded up a little bit for a dramatic effect.
Me when I spread
Neither here nor there.
misinformation online.
I have many more pandas than I do Miladies, I'll tell you what. You're about to see the panda floor get just taken for a ride upwards.
Yeah, man, the floor will be at like 6 or 7 here pretty soon if I have anything to do with it.
Yeah.
Dude, they're letting go of rare ones. They're letting go of rare pandas at the floor right now, man. It literally feels like theft. People are not paying attention.
I know, man. Yeah.
What up, Evan Casey?
Evan's here.
Jackus, did you say you had one more chart?
Yeah.
A wild Jackus. Let's go.
It's the Russell, and I've seen people shit talking Russell a lot.
Who, Tucker?
I mean everyone on the spaces mostly. I think it's at a very nice spot because this was the last accumulation before the world rip up higher, and now we've retraded back into it. We have just taken these equal lows, swept those. Maybe we sweep them one more time. Who knows? But like there is a big difference between us here. Like if we traded into it right here and then reaccumulate it and then started to go, that would be bad. But the fact that we just went in a straight line, that's why I say so many times it matters how we get to some levels. And the fact we went so quickly down here, it just scares everyone. Everyone's shitting on the Russell. And I'm not saying like it's the main play, but I think it reverts here and it goes back to the range high, because all this is a range, right? And people are getting insanely bearish, just like they have with BNB at the range lows. And you guys remember I was saying, hey, do not get excited until we break that range low. And what happened? We broken up the range high. So right here, in my opinion, and I want to see the RSI. I'm not sure what's going to be on the weekly, but it's pretty oversold as well. The daily is just crazily oversold down here. Yeah, I mean, this is I could see this one reverting a lot and then going all the way above here, actually. And I think I've seen once again everyone saying like, yes, but the equities, it's only the 7 companies, blah blah blah. I think the Russell reverts here as well, possibly, in this area.
I will admit it's a very, very clean range.
It
Very,
is,
very clean range.
and people getting bearish at range low.
Tucker, talk to us, man. You've been prospecting the Russell.
Bearish range low at the Russell. Yeah, definitely, man. At some point, it's coming down. I mean, I would almost argue it's below range lows.
I mean, I would like it even more if it dips slightly lower into here. But the fact that we swept equal lows right into support at range lows and people are bearish is just such it's set up for a massive V reversal right here.
There's just clearly no demand for the Russell, right? Like the Russell is at the same level. The Russell is at 3,600 S&P, essentially, is what it's at right now, last year, right?
I mean,
about the Russell.
That's exactly the same thing that people said about BTC at 25K. There is just no demand for Bitcoin. And then
But, dude, the
25 to 35.
The Russell is not Bitcoin. The Russell is a bunch of leveraged garbage poop codes.
Indeed.
Poop codes.
It's not
But
the greatest asset of all time.
That's a great point. At the same time, poop coins in crypto pump a lot as well too. And
That's
if
true.
you have something that's very cheap and people are bearish on it, you can just buy it. I mean, just look at the fucking what was it? The stock GameStop, right? It was a poop stock as well, and then it just went higher.
A poop
Because-
stock?
You guys see what they did with Bed Bath and Beyond? By the
Didn't
way,
they delist it? They rugged it.
delisted it.
I saw some tweets about it. People were like, "My shares are gone. Where did they go?"
Yeah.
They
They
did you a
literally
favor.
rugged it.
Anon, if you're still holding Bed Bath and Beyond shares, they did you a favor.
Literally. I'd be so mad though if I had like 10 grand in Bed Bath and Beyond just on a meme play and they were just gone.
I
Yeah,
actually like
away.
shopping there, man. That's a good place to shop. And if you go there for Christmas and you have any, like, they will take coupons from years ago. It's not a surprise that they're going out of business, but I always go there for Christmas shopping every single year. And I swear every year I buy something.
Are they going out of business because they take too many old expired coupons?
I'm sure it
returns?
adds up in aggregate.
Yeah, probably.
I mean, doesn't this chart make you quite bullish on the Russell?
Oh, is that adjusted for CPI?
It is.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Mhm. No, man, the Russell is flat over 5. It's over. The Russell.
I mean, that does look really bullish there. I'm not going to lie. That looks pretty good.
Let's see Russell versus SPX. Yeah, this doesn't really, it looks like garbage, but at the same time though,
Uh-oh.
I mean, yeah, I'm Russell Maxi now. It's confirmed.
Russell Maxi.
I just think it's at a good cheap spot. People being bearish on.
No, man, it's going lower. It's going lower, brother.
Man, yesterday was the first time I was back in the gym in over 3 weeks, and because of vacation and because I got sick, and noticeable decline in strength. But the worst is like that soreness that you get, you know, when you get back in the gym. Oh man, I'm hurting today.
Yeah, dude, I've been there. I told you I don't really work out with weights much anymore. I used to a lot. I went to the gym like 3 weeks ago. I really took for granted how good a shape I used to be in. I didn't realize
the Chad
it.
build, man.
I've got the Chad build.
You had the Chad build.
I did back in the day, man. I did. I was pretty jacked back in the day. I don't have much of it. I don't have much of anything I would consider close to a Chad build right now. Pretty just a normal dad build. But yeah, man, I was started doing like old workouts that I used to do and like I would fly through them. And I set them up and I was just like, I just couldn't believe it, man. It was so humbling. So humbling.
I mean, it does look good for reversal on all charts.
Uh-oh.
I cannot help it. Like,
I don't know that I think that's going to reverse, but
Russell versus SPX, Russell versus USCPI, and Russell on its own.
Tommy, spreading propaganda.
He makes a compelling argument, guys.
This is such a sweet spot. Like, it doesn't get as clean as this one. Like, perfect crossover. It's just like RSI divergence, under trend line.
How does
like
something
this is
like ARC look? Does ARC look okay? Like ARC ETF?
Oh my God, Safe Moon just got charged for fraud.
Oh no.
Well,
oh no. Not Safe Moon.
Oh, this is interesting. What the fuck? What the actual fuck have I just found? Look at that. Look at this, guys. It's the legit same timing. What is this? Cannot be coincidence, right?
Why would they be related though? So
I have no idea, but look at that.
On
Euro USD is first always. That bottoms like few months ahead. What the fuck? How? Like, look here. It's Euro USD that makes this bottom few months ahead. It's it's like we are on a 3 month chart. So it's like, how is it? 3, 6, 9, 1 year. About 2 years ahead, it makes the bottom. Here, 2 years ahead. Here. Wow, guys. I have no idea why this is even like looks the same. But I immediately, when I had this chart, I immediately thought of this one.
So when the euro is performing well against the dollar, the Russell is performing well against SPX.
There must be something to it.
So I don't even know why. I'm just trying to work through in my head why that would be. When the euro's performing well, small caps are performing well.
What the actual fuck?
Well, is it more so the dollar going lower, the Russell does well?
Look at these two highs. Look at these two highs. What
Dollar
the fuck?
goes lower, people want to speculate.
Yeah, that's fair. But I mean, the euro is in DXY. It's not a majority, but there is.
56% of DXY.
Oh, is it 56? I thought it was just under. Okay, so yeah, I mean, I don't know.
Look at the bottom here. Look at the bottom.
Oh man,
This
look at the S&P, boys. It's over. It's over.
Oh, Tucker.
Just casually top ticking it, man.
We haven't even had FOMC yet, brother.
is this legit just coincidence?
I don't know.
I mean the higher chart is Russell versus SPX.
Look at
It's
this
not-
guy, man. This is someone we know very, very close to our hearts. We just hung out with.
Speaking of food, I need to go eat some food, guys. We got to call it here. We've been going for 2 hours, man. Sosa Fly, where's Chef Will? Dude, I don't know where Will is, man. I mean, I'm kind of worried about him. I literally have not heard from him today. Didn't see him in the Discord this morning. Haven't seen him in any staff chats. We need to send out an Amber Alert for Dr. Will's Outlook.
I know he was a little bit sick yesterday, so he's probably just dealing with that.
He probably is. All right. Tommy, take us away, brother. It's time.
All right, guys. Whew. Great stream, guys. We went for nearly 2 hours. Appreciate you all for being here, of course. We hope, as always, that you enjoyed the content. Like Max was saying earlier on the stream, we do have some premium content linked in the description of the of our Twitter bio, as well as the description, our bio of our Twitter, as well as the description of this YouTube video. But have a fantastic rest of your day, guys. Like I said, we will be back tomorrow, and of course, I'm sure we'll be around Twitter and the Discord for FOMC today. We'll see if he says anything too out of the ordinary, or if it's just going to be more of the same, which has been nothing, nothing too noteworthy for the last few months. But hopefully everybody has a fantastic Wednesday and a fantastic rest of your week. We'll be back tomorrow. Thanks.